Absurd Runemaster Frostclaw Spark Charge Nova. First cycle. This build was inspired by SMK. I changed it to have a little more kick. What the f is that? Is that Elemental Nova? Dude, this looks insane. Oh my f. Yo, what about this build? I'm seeing 10k plus ward. Good ward retention. I mean, probably a ton of DR as well. I mean, this looks nuts, mate. What the f. Yo, what about this one? Yeah, 1600 corruption. Let's see some boss damage. Here we go, boss damage. Now, keeping in mind, chat, holy dude, this is 1700 corruption, and he has this damage at 1700. This is actually insane. This is actually insane. Holy f. What? What? So we're doing this build, right? All right, let's make some money, and by money I mean rings that you can wear. Wow, these are double cost. These are all double. Look at this shit. Oh my god. Oh, beautiful. Oh, I got the ring! So, and it duped, right? Where is it? Where's my other one? Oh my god, I got it. Oh my god, I got it. Oh! Oh, I got it! I got it! It's me, a streamer. Hello, good morning. Afternoon, well, I guess it's afternoon for me, evening, etc, etc. How's it going? I saw, yeah, sad egg boys. Akira Toriyama passed away. Something about a head injury or some sort of blood vessel or something. That's scary, dude. That's scary, dude. Like, you just bop your head and it could happen to anybody, dude. But yeah, anyway, add this emote. No, I'm not gonna add this. Hashtag obese large penguin. Alright, anyway, today we have a stream. I am proud to inform you that I understand the build now. I get it now. I've looked into the build. It took me a while. I'm a bit dumb, but I know what to do now with the build. Like, I get now why you need the levels for the Frost Claw. I understand, like, how each unique item interacts with the build's gear and how every slot works and all that kind of shit. So I'm on the same page now. I get it now. I get it now. I think essentially you start with Frostclaw and you are just a Frostclaw build. And then eventually you split your damage 3 ways. You split it between Frostclaw, which procs Ellie Nova, which procs Spark Charges. Which means right now, this little floaty thing is not really doing all that much. Because it's only proccing 12% of the time. Anyway, like I said though, I wrote down all the stuff I need, and I have a little shopping list now.
Rent.
Yeah, I wrote down a little shopping list, boys. I wrote down the shopping list. Explain how the build works though. Alright. So I figured it out. T7 everything. Yep. I'll probably go tier 6 Frostclaw just because tier 7 Frostclaw is so hard though. I do actually have a +3 Frostclaw. I just need Twisted Hearts. So, the way the build works. Okay, you ready? Are you ready? So, you stack int. Why do you stack int? The reason you stack int is fourfold. Number 1, int gives you ward retention. Number 2, int gives you damage. It's a scaling tag for all your abilities. Number 3, int gives you spell crit. Right? And this turns out to be an insane amount of spell crit. If you have 100 int, this is 300 crit. This single-handedly solves your crit problems. Well, not single-handedly, but almost single-handedly, right? 4. Int also scales damage from spark charges. So eventually, you'll get enough crit, enough percent scaling, and enough flat for Fragment of the Enigma to actually make spark charges do a significant amount of damage, okay? So, this is why we need int. You forgot CDR? Oh, and CDR, yes, but CDR is not really a source of damage, it's just nice. But yes, CDR also gives you 100 int would also give you 25 CDR, which is very PogChamp. So, how do we get int? The answer, legendary, every single slot, just int. Rings of Atlaria, int. Chest, int. Helmet, int. Gloves, int. Boots, int. Twisted Heart, no int. And you know, I can't get int on these pieces. But everything else, int, okay? This should give me like 200 int if I can get it all. Can I get it all though? Let's be honest, no. That gear is fucking impossible. But we want to get as much int as we can muster. So right now I'm rocking 87. Ideally we get about 140 is the goal that was given to us by the build creator. So, in terms of damage scaling, why are we using a scepter instead of a ladle? It makes sense now to me. I understand why. The reason why is because right now this is a Frostclaw build. None of my damage comes from anywhere else. It's just a Frostclaw build. The idea is simple. Frostclaw, thanks to Volley of Glass, shotguns like insane. Like I don't know how many hits you do per like little icicle thingamajiggy, but it's a lot, right? Every single one of these auto-targeting laser like projectile things can hit the same target, and it does lots of damage, right? I'm probably doing hundreds of thousands of damage with just Frostclaw alone. Now this is the fucked up thing. I can't afford to drop a single point on this tree. I can't drop these nodes because these are projectiles. I can't drop this because this enables shotgunning. I can't drop this because this turns it into lightning. I can't drop this because this solves mana. I also can't drop this because this solves mana, and I can't drop this because this solves mana. So I can't drop anything. So what do I need? I need 5 extra levels. Now how do I get that? The answer is I get 3 to 4 on a Twisted Heart and 1 from a chest. That will give me between 4 and 5, which will allow me, maybe I have to drop 1 point in Spark, we'll have to see. But it will allow me to run Celestial Conflux, which will just, on top of the build that I'm playing, on top of, allow me to run Elemental Nova. Now, Elemental Nova, proccing from this, does something very potent. Basically, you get 0 cost on it, so you're cocking it for free, right? Ele Nova costs 0 mana with this setup, very pog. You are also getting insane AoE and whatnot via Infernal Nova. And then finally, you're giving the Nova spark charges.
Mine now.
And extra area. So basically it's a very, 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 very fucking huge AoE. Like literally an insane amount of AoE. Like it's enormous. And every hit you get procs a spark charge, which as we mentioned, scales directly 1-to-1, you can see, flat damage per spark charge per int, which also gets a shit ton of AoE from the fragment. So all in all, chat, that setup is only possible when I hit the skill levels for Frostclaw. Otherwise I could run it right now, because I'm not really using Runebolt anyway. Now there are a few pieces of gear that I need on top. I'm gonna need more mana efficiency, so I'm gonna want 2 of these big boy idols. This is going to solve my mana. I also, right now I do rely on the Runebolt ever so slightly, so I will need to eventually drop Runebolt, which means I'm gonna need more mana regen. So I have mana regen on my rings and my belt, and I'm gonna have to make sure I don't drop that, which means I am going to need to get, if I do get the ward belt, it is going to need to have a mana regen roll on there. So yeah, we have a huge project ahead of us, like I said. As you can see, a big shopping list. But yeah, I think we can at least make the build like playable. So the reason why Scepter is because my damage is entirely Frostclaw, which makes Glamdring really strong, because this gives me additional spell damage per melee damage. And so this is giving me an additional plus 50 flat. But the reason why you drop this is because this only works on Frostclaw. Alright, so I have 1 more blessing to farm. I still want to min-max the blessings, but I have 1 more blessing to get. It is a big one though. And then we are going to start farming for Twisted Heart and the Strand of Souls. I think we'll do Twisted Heart first, because that's the big dick one. Yep. But yeah, good luck with the Twisted Heart. Yeah, apparently the Twisted Heart grind is probably one of the worst grinds in the game. I'm not sure what to do about that. Any tips? Go to trade? I mean... Honestly, I'd be surprised if there was a 1 LP Twisted Heart for sale on Hardcore. But what do you think about the build anyway? It looks pretty good now. It's kind of like Smite at home. This boss took so much time when I did it on my shit build. Because you have the freedom to respec, if you ever feel like your build shit, it's pretty easy to fix usually. I remember when Act 9 came out for the first time, I wanted to play a Javazon. So I played a I think it was like a Paladin with Javelin. You know, the new Javelin skill? And because I didn't know what I was doing, I was like Gig Z DPS. And the devs were watching, and they were like, laughing at me. Because they were like, well, they weren't laughing, but they were like, you know. Because I was like really struggling. They were like, we enjoyed watching you struggle, Mr. Streamer. I thought you were the ZDPS build expert. No, it's not me. I'm not the ZDPS guy. So look at my ward though, eh? Cool build. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it feels like Paladin, but balanced. Yeah, it has better damage scaling. The ward is more consistent and less reliant on having targets and cooldowns and all this kind of shit. It has a lot of DR and mobility. You know, it has buttons to press, and it looks visually cool. It looks very cool when you get Ellie Nova as well. This build can do 2k corruption solo. Yeah, I don't think I'll get that far in hardcore for obvious reasons, but... You still have kept Ellie Res or just Claws Cannon? No, for whatever reason, they made Runemaster like the tankiest fucking mastery in the entire game. I don't know why. But it has, I don't know what it's called, Frost Guard. This is 30% less damage taken. Which is just fucking ridiculous, to be honest with you. And then on top of that, because I am scaling so many attributes, I can actually benefit from Red Ring. And then on top of that, you have Flame Ward, and Flame Ward is just ridiculous. It has 2 separate less damage taken multipliers for all damage and Ellie damage. So whenever you press Flame Shield, you can pretty much tank anything. So what do? Holy shit! Yo, look at look at my shield! What the fuck? Yo, what the fuck kind of spaghetti ass code of shit is this? Alright, no more bug. Alright, I was just testing it. Because I'm a scientist, guys. Guys, I'm a scientist. No, chat, I was just testing for science, guys. Just for science, guys. Don't ban me. Alright. Give me Lightning Shred, please. Hey! Good roll, too. Chance to shred Lightning Res. Hey! Alright, freedom, boys. Freedom! Okay, holy shit, we can play the game now. Alright, so, my blessings, armor, meta cook, all res because I have crit reduction, and then we have crit multi because I'm a crit build with the shred. Our blessings. Now this is not 100% crit, but it's like 70 or 80. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, hold the phone. CLU, go away and die. Cast speed? Yes. Okay. I don't want endurance. Yes. Okay. Yeah, we got an item so we can slam. Yay! Look at that. Polk? Alright, yeah, let's get our first big upgrade actually. Sorry about that. But yeah, first big upgrade. Hold the phone. That's a relic. It looked like a catalyst! No! I need to go to the toilet again. Fucking chat. Water is like... I'm like allergic to water, guys. I just pee it out instantly. Jesus Christ. Be right back 1 second.